Hello, everyone. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have John. John is from Michigan in the USA. So let's see what John has to say. Enjoy the interview. So, hello, John. How are you?
I'm doing good, sir. We just got done training legs, so a little tired, but doing good.
Amazing. So, tell me,
Yeah.
how's your weekend going so far?
It's going good. So far got some good training days in. Just woke up, went to the diner the last 3 days in a row. Yep, had
Right.
breakfast there. So I'm a big fan of diners. Absolutely. So like to support local diners especially.
I see. So, tell me
Yeah.
so far, what has been the highlights of your weekend?
Well, a really good highlight. This is kind of dorky, but we just got a PS5 Pro. That was a lot of fun. Yep, and I'm a big fan of some video games. There's a game called Silent Hill 2. It's probably one of the best, scariest games out there, and that's what it's known for. And it's definitely scary. So the rule is only play it at nighttime when the lights are off. You'll see a big bodybuilder shaking, holding a control, afraid to open doors and stuff. Like, I can't do it, dude. I can't do it. I'm not going through that door, bro. I already know what's on the other side. It's gonna rip my head off, you know.
Amazing.
So
So,
that's
tell me,
that's been a lot of fun.
where are you from, John?
I was born in San Jose, California, and so I know now I'm up here in Michigan, Grand Rapids. So, but I was born in California, lived there for about 20 years. Came here because I had family that moved here, so I came here I came here and followed them shortly after.
I see.
So
So,
yeah,
so, so the reason why you moved from California to Michigan because of family
yes,
matter.
family, and there was also I was working. I came here for one summer. I think I was 17, and I worked at a camp. It was like a one of those kids camps. They're fun and stuff. So I met a girl there, and so I also had come for the girl. So yeah, not gonna lie.
So tell me, I know you are involved in the fitness business, eh? So tell me a little bit about your career, how things got together.
Like how kind of things started to form and get
Yeah,
together.
like your career in fitness.
Sure. Yeah. So started. It was really just starting out in the high school gym when I was 15 years old. Had done sports and whatnot, did pretty good, but I don't know. I had walked into the gym. My friends put me on the bench press, and they were seniors. I was just a freshman, and I remember all I could do was the 10 on each side. And I remember my coach, my football coach, was next to me. He was benching on his lunch break, and he had like three plates on each side, and doing 315. And I just thought, good God, like he's a monster. So I know what it was like to feel like the small guy when I first started. But to be honest, then after that, I called myself a plate chaser. I didn't even know what I was doing. I just wanted to get to the 25s. Then I was so excited. I would be talking about it in class. Then I got to the 35s, and then the day that happened when I could get to the 45s, 135 pounds. Man, that was great. That was probably like
Wow.
150 or 160 pounds. So then I just kept going. I was skipping class to get like to break into the weight room and just to work out sometimes. And my friends would go with me. And then I just wanted 225, which was two plates. Really bad. At 165 pounds, I wanted 225. Anyway, I got it, and so yeah. So it eventually evolved by just honestly just plate chasing and trying to get stronger on
I,
all these lifts. Yeah,
I see. And
yeah.
that's your career right now, or do you have another job on the side?
Well, I work with special needs kids right now too.
Okay,
Yeah, yep. So I work with them. I'm in transportation with them and whatnot, and so that's really rewarding.
I
That's
see.
actually, yeah, it's way better than delivery or something. So it's good to work with the special needs. Um,
Amazing.
yeah, but to go back to the first question, yeah. So I started training my friends in high school, and I had no idea that like I had no idea that was like part of what I was going to do was training. I didn't know that back then. By showing them how to do a simple tricep press down on a cable rope was going to that was personal training. I had no idea. So I would do that a lot, and they would always be like, "John, can you come in?" And they'd see me like get better and better and whatnot. Then I got obsessed with bodybuilding. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Fell in love with his book, The Modern Encyclopedia of Bodybuilding. Read the whole thing. It's like 1,000 pages. It's huge.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. And so, but then I went to college. I was going to this college, and in the first year, I just remember going like, "What am I doing? Like, I don't even know what I want to do. I don't even know what I want to like go for. I don't even know why I'm getting these credits." And so I was like, "What do you want to do?" I was like, "I want to be a personal trainer." And so I went and got my certification, and then like people like the dean of the college and stuff, and the staff. It wasn't just the students; it was like the staff. They were like hitting me up for personal training, and so I would train them at the on the gym on campus, and people would see it. I'd be up there at 4:30 in the morning training them.
Wow.
At 20 years old, 19, 20, and I remember I was just like, wow, I'm training some pretty big wigs, and it felt really cool. And so that they believed in me, and yeah, and then heck, now I'm 36 now, and so I've been now after working for a lot of gyms and whatnot. I kind of broke off, started doing my own thing, helping people online and personal training in the gym in here where I own. So.
Amazing. Wow. So during the interview, Jon, I'm going to explore a little bit more about your life and also about your journey so far, okay?
Sure.
Amazing. But before we start our journey within the Magic Box, I would like you to tell me something interesting about yourself, or maybe something that not many people know about you.
Okay, so some stuff not many people know. On the spot, I'm gonna try to think of something. I mean, shoot, I could go from birthmarks, like different scars that I have. I don't have any tattoos, so I need to get one. So a lot of people tell me not to get them, but I really want to get some. Let's see. Golly, something not many people know. I'm a huge. Okay, this is a big thing. It's very, very, very nerdy. I'm a huge fan of anime, like cartoons. Like anime, like, oh, it gets me going. Oh yeah, Vegeta, good grief, Vegeta and Goku from Dragon Ball Z. I'll just watch a good fight from Vegeta before, and like the gym, and then I'll just go blast some heavy squats and deadlifts. I'll just kill it. So that's pretty nerdy. I got to go watch cartoons before the gym, but it gets me going like crazy. Absolutely, it does.
Wow, amazing. All right, Jon, are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and share your point of views?
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to William and the Magic Box. So I have here my best friend. Full of random fun questions, okay? I'm just gonna play a song just for us to relax before the first question, okay?
Sure.
Amazing.
Okay.
Let's do it. Right, so yes, you can always dance with me, yes. So before we start the game, during the journey, if it comes up a question that you don't want to answer, don't want to talk about, always can change, okay?
Okay.
Amazing. Right, first question is, who has been the most influential person in your life and why?
I'm gonna have to go with a guy named Jason Blaha. He's a fitness YouTuber.
Okay.
I've been watching him for about 10 years.
Wow.
And man, he took a lot of hate and whatnot for what he did. What he did was, it's not. I know him through character as well, very well through character because we talk and everything. And so, but in the gym, in powerlifting and in the strength training and lifting, he's a very good coach, very good teacher as well. So I started following him, and he started to really expose a lot of people like in the industry that were lying about steroid use.
Okay.
He was doing that. And to be honest, so everyone that I thought wasn't on them was actually on them. And so like, it was just giving a lot of bad information out there to guys. You know what I mean? Like they're being sold secrets and stuff that are never going to be, that are empty promises really. So they're being told to like go to GNC and take this pill, and you're gonna gain 10 to 20 pounds of muscle in 1 month. and they don't gain anything. It's just all purely placebo effect because the guys that are telling them to do it are like using lots and lots of steroids.
Wow.
But they don't mention that, and they never did. And so, like for years until Jason had actually made those, because I was winning at bodybuilding shows. I had won some men's physique. There was like a classic that I did okay in, and I was doing them naturally in these natural organizations. And then, yeah, I just realized that there was even guys in my own organization that were not natural, and so I just really believed it. So then eventually, it took me years. I studied, and then eventually I took testosterone. But that
Wow.
was like that was a massive changing moment for me in my career and whatnot. That's
Wow.
obviously was very personal, you know. And so,
I see.
but these guys on the internet
And
were
he
lying,
still,
you know. Yeah, that screwed up like with like thousands of men across the country that thought and believed, you know,
wow,
that they weren't on steroids. Yeah, so I would say that was a pretty big deal. So
I
that
see.
was definitely a game changer.
Amazing. Very good. Next question. Let's do it. Great. Next question for you is that a dream you always had?
Honestly, just to be a good, yeah, I wanted to be I just wanted to be an influencer. Not like just an influencer, but somebody that would help people to like really just motivate them to the weights, you know,
Right.
longevity and stuff. Yeah. So I would love to do like the more public speaking and whatnot and events and everything. I would love for that. People to just find you know, joy and whatnot, or just being able to feel comfortable enough to go into a gym or getting some at their house, and then you know adding fitness like that in a routine to their life, even if it's as small as 20 minutes 3 times a week.
Wow.
You know, so getting them to adapt that would be great because then it'll help them. And the dream really is not just to get them to like you know to get like buff or something. It's for them to get healthier mentally as well. You know, mental health, huge.
Absolutely.
I've heard from so many people that weightlifting saved their lives, literally. You know, they're like, dude, I didn't, you know, I didn't, I was headed down a bad path, dark. I was going to kill myself. And they're like, you know, honestly, man, yeah, this just saved my life. Like health and fitness did, because it helped them get organized, which also helped with their food and stuff. And it also translated into like getting them organized in other areas. And they were able to like pick up and clean up a little pieces of like crap in their life. And that
Wow.
actually lifted some of the depression up. Plus, now they have this weightlifting, so they have certain endorphins going through their mind, and they're not eating like crap. So it helps them to like not feel like crap about themselves, you know, because they're having little miniature wins and everything. And so, like to be honest, the dream would be to like spread that, and then obviously the health and benefits that come along with that, which is like enormous. So
Tell me, fitness always been part of your life? Tell me when you start your journey in fitness. Did you have like growing up, did you have any kind of person around you that was into gym or TV or someone? Tell me how you started your connection with fitness, the moment, if you can.
right, sure, yeah. So the connection did start in that gym when I was 15. That's when it initially started. Because I just caught the fire and I just didn't want to stop. But the passion. And then, yeah, when I was in California, I was like 15 years old or so. My mom had dated a guy named Mike Dayton, and he's a classic bodybuilder. You can Google him, just Mike Dayton, bodybuilder. And he lived with Arnold Schwarzenegger for 2 years. They were
Okay.
roommates. Yeah, and this is in Napa, California. So, because we were living in Napa, California, and my mom dated him back then. And so because of that, he took me to the gym. I would get in his crappy SUV, and we would just drive to the gym. And there were, yeah, I'm trying to remember what that gym was called. It was called something like Zeke's or something Bodies. But anyway, yeah, I mean, we would walk in, and everybody would walk up to Mike and talk to him and ask him stuff. But he trained me for about 2 years, you know,
Wow.
and I learned a lot of classic bro type like bodybuilding stuff, you know.
Right.
And it did work. And so he was a really big inspiration. He was honestly just the whole time I knew him, he was a really cool guy. The dude just wanted to help people. And like, okay, this is where actually, man, when you're digging deep, this is good. Okay, it comes down almost to a feeling, to like not just like not to want to help people. But I remember this. I remember I showed up to the gym and we got there and he's like, John, you want that 225? Because I couldn't bench press 225. And so I remember like he would like, we would like rack up to my 1 rep max and he would stand behind me. And it was so weird. It was almost like when someone is like believing in you so much and they're like right there, it's almost like it's so stupid. It's like your energy, but it was like a transferring of believing in yourself. And I got the jam 225. And I never thought I could. He just tweaked a little bit of my arm movements and stuff and made me work towards it. And I finally got it. And I just realized, holy crap, this guy can make me think things about myself that I absolutely didn't believe about. And he's breaking it down, limited beliefs that are there. And I was just like, that's if I had to boil everything that I want, that's what I want to do and give it to people. So.
Wow. What a moment. What a moment. You still remember clearly.
Yeah, but I didn't realize that until like years and years and years ago. Like, oh my gosh, like this is exactly what it is.
Amazing. Next question, John. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Hey, before the next question, tell me what's the biggest joy of being a personal trainer? What do you like the most about the career? And the flip side, what do you find most challenging?
Okay, I'll start with the most challenging. Just you know, it's going to be pretty much the fact that like if people don't show up and whatnot, you know, and you're like, dude, you're not that serious about this. Come on. Or really the fact that you just genuinely want, like, most of us trainers, we want it for them more than they probably want it for themselves. So that's the most challenging part, you know. And then the best part is absolutely seeing their, I would say, results, like seeing them get the results, the physiques that they want and the aesthetics. So absolutely, like when I see shoulders on a guy that didn't have them before, and then he's like, dude, people at work are treating me different. I'm like, yes, that is what I'm talking about, man. This is exactly it. You're changing it to a whole new person and a perspective of life. It's sick. This is it.
Wow.
So,
and
yeah.
Most of your clients, most of people who you work with, they are, I believe, male, not female.
I would say it's like at least 75% male. Yeah, a majority for sure.
I see. Okay. Next question is, which question would you like to be asked?
Which question? Okay. I get to choose?
Yes. Tell me any question you'd like to be asked. You are in an interview, which topic or which kind of questions go like, I hope or wish this person asked me that. What that would be?
Oh man, it kind of had something along the lines of like with what I was going to choose. The question for you was going to come down to 3 different things, but you can ask me anything about anime. Let's just go nerdy, bro.
Okay, do it. So let's do it. So tell me, which you know, character is your favorite on the video games? Tell me something that one of them, or top three. Tell me your top 3 favorites.
Okay, for sure. It's going to be Captain Yami of the Black Bulls in an anime called called Black Clover, and that's an incredible one. That's like one of my favorites. I'm gonna get him tatted right here. It's gonna be sweet. But my very, very all-time favorite, we're just gonna go with that, is called Vinland Saga, and it's a Viking anime. As you can see, there's like Viking tapestries up and stuff in here. Yeah, huge fan of that stuff. And oh man, it's really good. So the main character's name is Thorfinn, and I'll just say what happens. Basically, these people come and kill his father. His father was the most powerful Viking in the world, person pretty much. But he didn't really believe in violence anymore if he didn't have to use it, stuff like that. So then his son watches it happen before his eyes and watches them just kill him. And then they take his son and they kidnap him, basically. And so his son just grows up wanting to kill the leader of that crew on that boat for his whole life. But he wants to do it in a one-on-one fight, you know? So the guy keeps on saying, hey, I'll fight you, but you got to do something amazing. And then I'll fight you. But right now you're just a pipsqueak, because like he was like only 7 when it happened. Then he grows up, speeds up, and he's like 14. And his whole life is about revenge, hatred, bitterness and just getting back. It's just pure vengeance. And
Wow.
so, anyway, it's an amazing story, amazing fighting. And then in the second season, oh, I'm gonna be ruining it. But he kind of has this total switch where he's so powerful. He's like his dad, and he just turns into his dad. He's just sick of killing, fighting, deceit. He's sick of all of it. He like it's almost like, but historically, it's almost like he became a Christian or something. Like he got this relationship with this God that like, because he literally all of a sudden is like, I have no enemies. There is no reason for me to ever kill anyone for any reason whatsoever. Like if people were to come in and attack his village or something, or his family, he wouldn't try to stab them. He'd try to like block, grab the kids, and just run. He goes, I'd rather run than fight. I'd rather run, even though he could literally kill 100 of the king's guard with one dagger, like, you know, by himself and end up alive at the end. But like, that's how strong he is. But like, yeah. And so to go through the journey of that is like an emotionally, insanely, just powerful message. It's really good. Because if you've ever had that much hate for someone and then you go like something totally switches on you and you just realize that a lot of that hate can lead to a lot of bad shit inside.
My question, I like the contrast. You know, you are such a nerd at the same time as well. You have this passion about gym, it's a big contrast between both. My question for you is, do you spend more time playing video games or you spend more time in the gym?
Oh, shoot. Oh, man. Well, I'm at the gym almost every day and I love it. But I'd probably say I do about equal almost, maybe not more. I don't know. Because a lot of times I have this in here too, and I'm going in between sets. I'll come in here and hit some like tricep press downs and then go back in and game. I mean, they're only 10 feet away from each other technically, so why not?
You just give me ideas now for the nerd community. You know what I mean? There are video games, and oh, you know what? I can combine both now. You see, all the nerds be like muscle like you now, very muscly after this interview.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. That would be amazing. Yeah, get gamers that look like they're gaming characters.
There you go. You're giving ideas now. People are gonna love it.
Absolutely. Hey, that's the goal, kind of, is to look like, you know, your favorite superheroes and stuff.
Next question. Let's do it.
Oh, all right.
All right, Jon from Michigan. Next question is, would you ever get a tattoo and what that would be?
All right, yes, I would get a tattoo and it'd be of Thorfinn from Vinland Saga and it'd be right here. Well, actually, you know what? I'm gonna go with the bigger one. It would be him when he was manic. And he kind of just like put his hands in his head and he's just super manic when he realized what happened. And he's like screaming, I'm going to kill you, to the guys that killed his dad. And then, yeah. And so it would just be a very realistic of like, you know, there's times in your life when you're manic.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And then I would get the other, and there would be a good quote here. I don't know if I want to share yet, but, and then on this side, it would be the picture of him when he's like, man, I have no enemies and stuff like that. So it'd be like, I guess being reborn. Yeah, reborn. It's a good story. Yeah. So like,
Jon, when you think about yourself, when you analyze yourself, what's the biggest joy of being you? What do you like the most about being Jon?
Oh, just getting to know people, talking to them, honestly. So I would say people, connections, for sure. Yeah, I love talking to people. I love genuinely, I love getting to know people, ask them questions, learn more about their life. And I just think that's one of the biggest blessings in life is people. So human beings, man, absolutely.
You always been this way?
I think so. So. Yeah, from a very young age, from what I'm told. Like my grandparents and stuff.
Which person you feel more connected with right now in your life? Which person do you have more, you are more connected at this right time in your life?
I would say some of my guys, like my good friends that are kind of bro-like, but it would only be like very certain ones. So, because it's hard to connect or for people to understand sometimes like what you go through. Like you can't really understand what like a bodybuilder or a really, like if a dude's 250 pounds, not everyone's like, he's going to be treated way differently.
Right.
People are going to make judgments on them. They're going to make like automatically just by seeing them. I'm not 250. I'm not saying, some people think I am, but anyway, I'm just using an example. So I would say like the more like a real manlier guy that like, um, I got my friend Mitch and stuff, and he's just big. He's a big dude. He's curious. He'll just say, "What's up? How you doing?" And when I watch people and they're just like, oh, like, "Hey," and they're just like kind of quiet at first, not like, you know. And so it's hard to like kind of relate to people, I guess sometimes. And so yeah, because me and him kind of go through, we talk about that a lot. Um,
Yeah. All
yeah,
right.
so but it makes sense because like that's the field. I mean, just you know, bigger
Okay.
guys. So yeah.
So, so he's your friend. He's watching this interview right now. You have a moment, an opportunity to send him a message. What would you say? He's watching.
Oh, to him? Oh man. Then yeah, I would say keep getting big, bro. Keep getting big, and I would say foster it and take it as strength, so that way you can connect with other people and help them, encourage them on their health journey as well, man. And speaking to their lives as well, the way you have mine.
Amazing. Great. Next question. Ready?
Yes.
Let's do it. Next one. Right. What is your funniest memory of your time at school?
Oh, school. What does that mean? Like high school or like literally in school, like college
Yeah,
too?
let's be school memories. When you think about your childhood memories in school, did you like school growing up?
I didn't like school that much growing up. I think it was okay.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you know what? When I came to Michigan, excuse me. Actually, what am I even saying? No, it was my favorite times in the high school where it was in the gym.
Of
It
course.
was it was when it was when I would hit a PR on the bench press. And we were like 10 of us were like watching, and we're just like, yeah. It's only 185 pounds, but we're just like, yeah. Are you kidding me? That's the best time. Yeah,
Who was your
absolutely.
Who was your favorite teacher at school?
Probably Coach Condi. Yeah, for back then in those weightlifting days. Yeah, yeah, probably Coach Condi, because he got me into weightlifting and stuff, or he was there. So
Amazing. 3 questions
yeah,
left. Let's do it.
yes, sir.
John, before the next question, tell me, being in the body business, bodybuilding, journey, being a fitness coach, tell me, what's the hardest part for you to keep, your shape, your, routine in fitness? What for you find most challenging for you?
Honestly, I'd already had the question before it even came out of your mouth, but it's an immediate. I just wanted to blurt it out. Leg day. For me, it's going to be a leg day. Yeah, and that's just because lifting heavy on leg day. If you're trying to put on 4 plates on each side, 5 plates or whatever, it can be very taxing after a while. So that would be probably the hardest. And then just, man, you're just like, oh, sometimes I just don't want to do it. And so that's just where you got to just do it.
Do you train every day, John?
No, I train about 5 or 6 days a week.
Wow.
Right now, currently.
Wow. And
So
it, of course, to for your building, for your body, there is something like your diet, it's very restricted, or you can sometimes let it go and enjoy other kind of food as well?
so when I'm trying to cut, it's definitely restricted, and it's gonna be almost all clean food. Excuse me. And but right now when I'm trying to get stronger, put on some more size, like the legs and stuff, it'll be clean food. But then there's no way I can just it's really hard to eat enough food on clean food, like chicken and rice or some steak and rice and broccoli or whatever. So I definitely eat some ice cream at the end of the night. Oh man, for sure. Just to get those calories in. If I don't grow.
What's your guilt pleasure foods that for you, you are eating, but you shouldn't?
Okay, so I get really guilt because I like I like carbohydrate diets. So like that's where I take my energy in from my body in the gym. Like I'll get it for my weights. So it's so funny, even though I don't really think I need to, but I'm starting to get addicted again to peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Like I had 2 last night, and because people don't realize, but peanut butter is like 80% fat or something, or 75% fat. It's so much in the calories, like 17 grams of fat in peanut butter. That's a lot. And so I'll be like, I'll kind of feel guilty because I'm getting so much fat because I'm not getting like one serving. I'm getting like 5 or 6 servings of peanut butter on 2 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. So that's like a funny guilt, but you know, it's not that bad.
Amazing. All right. Next question is, which is one movie you could watch over and over again?
Ooh, oh man, good movie. Like, wow. Um, let's see. Actually, yeah, I watch. Well, here's the thing. I watched Vinland Saga, parts of it, like it is like it is a movie. I literally will watch certain parts 20 times over. Like I said, I'll watch it right before the gym. Like when Thorfinn's about to fight Thorkel, which is a huge fight, I will actually watch for like a half an hour before the gym, the whole, like, you know, and just love it. So
Wow.
I could, yeah. So I do that all the time. Watch stuff like that.
2 questions left. Let's do it. You like dancing?
I do. Yes.
Amazing.
Yes, I do.
Before the next question, of course, we got connected through TikTok. Yeah, that's how our connection started. Tell me, what's the message behind people who comes to see your videos on TikTok, or they follow you, or they connect with them? What's the message behind? What's the message behind your page?
Oh, the message is literally helping people through fitness, like I've talked about through this whole interview, helping people through fitness and strength and weight training, and then increasing their mental health, feeling better about themselves. It's okay for them to have higher self-esteem. It's okay for them to feel good about themselves. It's okay for them to give themselves permission to go into the gym and just smash it. It's okay. And that's really where a lot of the heart comes behind. And then they're gonna, you know, there's a lot of people out there, like I said, you know, well, there's a lot of people that are lost and have lots of questions about health and fitness, or about a lot of other things too. And so for years, you know, I was led in the wrong way from a lot of these guys on YouTube. And my heart is, I don't want to be anything like that. I don't want to lie to them like that. And so I just want to be honest, you know, and yeah, that's what they can find truth. And if I don't want to talk about something, I'll just tell them I'm not going to answer that.
I see. Okay. Next question is, where are you planning to go for your next vacation?
Oh man, that was a good question. I am not sure. I am open to going anywhere really, but because I don't have anything planned at the moment. I was going on a cruise to the Bahamas, and then that canceled last minute. Yeah, actually, I think that was this weekend. So if I could, I'd go. I would actually have that. Probably that.
Tell me, what's the meaning of life for you, Jon?
Oh, the meaning of life is going to be found in your connections with people, like for sure. Most important for your family, but your friends, absolutely, because your friends are going to be as close as your family, and they're probably going to be closer, like your brothers, you know, and your sisters and whatnot outside of your actual brothers and sisters. Same thing though. Yeah, and then I would say, you know, if you have a God, you know, connecting with them big time and going deep with Him. So,
in your opinion, what's the most, let's say, the last lesson, or one of the most meaningful lessons you've learned through life, that life taught you?
The most meaningful lesson
that life taught you so far?
When you have a child, it's like everything else goes away, and like you really love that child. You do anything for that child. Yeah, I got a 5-year-old.
Oh, I thought you had got 5 children.
No, I don't have 5. I have a 5-year-old. I have 5 kids. Whoa, bro! What? Wow. Yeah, he's like, whoa.
So tell me,
she's a cutie.
Oh, what's the biggest joy of being a dad?
Oh man, just connecting with her. Yeah. And then also being able to like kind of escort her through life, like help her figure it out and stuff.
Oh,
you know? Oh, absolutely. That's the biggest thing. Oh, that's great. Yep.
Wow.
And then, you know, she loves you, falls in love with you and whatnot, and you love her. Gosh, she's got me. I mean, I can't even stop. But yeah, I would buy her so much stuff. It's terrible.
Oh, sweet. That's sweet. Amazing. Look your face, proud dad.
Yes,
Strong,
sir.
strong dad.
Absolutely. Yes, indeed.
Last question. Let's do it.
All right, let's go.
Hey, before the last question, people watch this interview right now. If they would like to connect with you through your fitness, they would like to become your client, or they would like to you know what I mean, somehow explore the job that you do. What's something about your, you know, your classes or your coaching people that stands out compared with other people?
Yeah, so I had a program, and I still do. It's and that I've been telling everybody for a long time because I just revised it, and like I'm releasing it, so it's gonna be released here in like a week or so. But it's called the Hero Body, and
Okay.
so what I try to do is it just resembles building your favorite superhero physique, like the Hollywood movie actors, like whatever Captain America, you know, when he
Oh,
came out of that chamber. Yeah, and so the idea is that by the end of the 3 month program, 90 days, that you're going to have broader shoulders. You're going to have a V taper back that has the muscles of the V taper there, and then you're going to have some visible abs. And of course, you're going to have big arms, but we don't skip leg day. But yeah, that's what it's going to be: the broad shoulders, V taper, and visible abs. So
I can see
and
all the
big
nerds.
chest.
I can see other nerds now contacting you. Oh my God, I need to become, you know what I mean, this and that, and who, this and that, all those characters.
Yes, exactly. I mean, Chris. People want to look like Chris Hemsworth and stuff. So
Amazing. Okay.
yeah, and they can just get a hold of me on TikTok and shoot me a message and say, hey, I found you through the interview, and curious
Amazing.
about your services.
Cool. Last question is, what is your most embarrassing moment?
Well, it was funny. This wasn't even really. It could have been, but I was just on the. I was just doing legs. You know when you open the adductor machine and you close them and stuff. Yeah, I was. I changed my pants, but I split them on my last set like an hour and a half ago. They split open. I was like, oh, that sucked. Anyway, it was my last set, so I went home. But I would say that my most embarrassing moment, especially since we're talking about in the gym, was when I had two. I was on the squat bar and I had a couple plates on one side and a couple plates on the other. And I went and I took the plates off this side, took one off, and then I took the other one off, and it just went whoosh, way arced over and went right in front of this dude. And it could have killed him. It could have, yeah. And when you look around, I was like, OMG. And everybody was like, because it was in a high school. And they were just
Um,
starting to clap. That was pretty embarrassing. That was a pretty big lesson at a young age. Be very careful when taking the weights off. Somebody could have
Absolutely.
gotten him.
Always be very careful. Actually, the other day I was watching, there was like a clip on YouTube or social media that, you know, mistakes that people do and accidents as well in the gym. My God, I've seen some things I was like, oh my goodness. So now when I'm in the gym, when I'm doing something, just I always remember, you know what I mean? Those things. It's crazy
Yeah,
how it can be. It's crazy.
yeah,
Amazing. Okay,
absolutely.
it's not the end yet. Let's play now the word association game. Okay, I'm going to give away some words, just the one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking. Let's start with family. One word.
Love,
Money.
fun,
Fear.
fight,
Life.
life,
Yeah, life.
crazy,
Love.
awesome.
Politics.
Screw that. uh, oh man, hate, anger.
Okay.
I don't know.
One word for sex.
Oh, phenomenal.
Religion.
Crazy too.
Okay. Friendship.
Just beautiful.
Desire.
Lust,
Okay. Regrets.
remorse,
Success.
tenacity. I was
Wish.
trying to boil it down to one word. Sorry.
Wish.
That would be desire.
Okay. Happiness.
Surrounded.
One word for California.
It would be definitely Unordinary.
Okay. Michigan, one word.
Freezing. Yeah.
So, one word for USA.
Powerful.
And the last one now, fitness, one word.
Life.
Actually, one more, one word for video games.
Just pleasure. Fun.
I like to, you said pleasure.
Fun, yeah. Exploring.
Right, let's pretend now we're going to meet your best friend for a coffee, and I'm going to ask your best friends. Define Jon in one positive word and one negative word only. What your best friend would say about you?
Joyful. Pissed.
Joyful for positive or for negative?
Positive.
And negative?
I would be pissed, like pissed off, angry. Extreme.
Okay. What's your
That
star
would be a
sign?
positive.
What's your star
What's
sign
that?
astrology?
My what?
Your star sign on astrology.
Oh, well, I'm not sure. I think it. Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. People, I'm a Taurus, if that's anything.
Taurus. Okay. April
Yeah,
or May? April.
May 12th.
Okay. Cool.
The Chinese dragon thing or whatever. The Chinese. I think on the dragon, 88. I don't know if that's when you go to the restaurants.
Let's play now, Jon in the magic box, and you can ask me a question. But before that, let's
All
play
right.
the one more time. Let's do it.
All right.
Before you ask me the question, actually, back to the word association game. If you could define your TikTok page in one word, what that would be?
Find it. Oh, fun.
Fun? Okay. Can you ask me a question now, Jon?
Okay. If you had to choose from one of the three, would it be Porsche, Lamborghini, or Ferrari, and why?
My God, what a question. You know what?
There's a lot of cars in these
I
categories.
know. You know what? Oh my God, I'm between two of them because last weekend I was walking around the city and I saw two of them passing by in central London, and I was like, oh my God, I could have those cars. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go for Ferrari. I'm gonna for Ferrari. I think there is something behind. You know what I mean? The guy was driving this noise, and I was like, that's what I call powerful. And it got my attention. The Lamborghini was beautiful as well, like very beautiful. But Ferrari, when the guy, I was like, wow, this noise came along, and everyone around the street was looking at it. It's impossible not to look. And I was like, wow, that's what I call a car. Ferrari. I'll go for Ferrari.
Ferrari. Okay, great. Yes, absolutely. That's a good pick. That's the one I would have chose too. Absolutely.
Any
I love
color?
cars.
Any color or not? Red.
Color red.
Reds, yeah. I think all combined together.
Yes. Although it's terrifying because don't they say that the cops? It looks like the cars are going 20 miles an hour faster if it's red, and
Right.
they have eyes. I don't know. They were telling me that when I was in California. So.
Amazing. I love the question.
Yes, sir.
I was expecting this question. Amazing. Did you enjoy the
Okay.
interview, Jon?
Yes, sir. I appreciate it. Thanks for taking the time to interview me and whatnot. I really do.
Thanks again. Thanks for taking the time for the interview. Thanks for being so kind and accepting the invitation. And it's very inspiring. I always check your profile on TikTok, your videos and everything. I think people nowadays, they are very, I think it's very popular now, fitness. People, they want to look at themselves. They want to be more healthy. And I think people out there doing the job you do, it's amazing, very inspiring. So carry on with your page and all the success. I hope people connect more with you. I hope people get stronger. All the nerds around, they get more inspired to, to get some fitness with you. It's amazing. I love the message behind that. I love it.
Thank you, yeah, thanks for having me on the Magic Box. This is really
Amazing.
cool. I can't wait to look at it and watch the interview.
Before you go, Jon, if you can share a positive message or anything that you live by.
Yeah, don't be afraid to speak into somebody's life if you think they're a little sad or down or something, because just take the time and force yourself to say, hey, how are you? Or hey, what's going on?
Hmm?
because that right there can totally change their life, and
Totally.
maybe even save their life. And so, speaking of their life and a positive thing to that person that you got to say something to, even if it's
Yeah.
awkward.
Amazing. Great. Take care, regards to your daughter, to your family and friends, and keep in touch. Take
All
care.
right, thank you, sir.
Bye.
All right.
So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, to share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why you'd like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye bye, see you next time.